Breaking news from KION News Channel 546.
Good evening. We begin tonight at 6 with breaking news. Late this afternoon, KION learned about a procession for fallen officer Jorge Alvarado that was organized by Monterey County Sheriff's Office and other deputies. They're supposed to be starting any moment now, taking off from the Sheriff's Office. And from there, we're going to go to the funeral home. We have team coverage for you tonight, starting at the beginning of the procession, also there where we saw the large display, the memorial at the Police Department, and also with the live reporter ending at the funeral home. We're going to go ahead and start tonight with our reporter Scott Rates, who's at the start of the procession there. And Scott, Lisa earlier was telling us at 5 o'clock that she not only saw deputies in Monterey County, but also other agencies from around our area.
Yeah, there are several other agencies out here, Veronica, a major presence. In fact, I just heard the sirens go off just a little bit ago, and I did check out here with the Monterey County Sheriff's Department. They told me that they do want to start here at 6 o'clock, as it is the top of the hour right now. I want to step out of the way and show you what it's like out here as they are lining up for this procession. It's going to go through Salinas, and they're going to take the body of fallen officer Jorge Alvarado to that funeral home, the Struve Laporte Funeral Chapel. That's on San Luis Street in Salinas. And you can see right now the cars out here, the police cars lining up. And I want to show you this one point of interest right here. Callista, if you could pan right here to the police cruiser at the very front of this procession. That's the town of Colma. Now, why is that interesting, Veronica? That is where Officer Alvarado Jr. started his police career, his law enforcement career, was in Colma, the small Colma, just south of San Francisco. That's where he got his first start as a law enforcement officer. And again, let me see if we can pan back a little ways here, and you can see officers with Salinas and then deputies with the Monterey County's office as well. We're right in front of the Monterey County Coroner's office here, Veronica. And they are still getting ready to get underway here. We did expect them to get underway at 6 o'clock, but they are still kind of getting ready and getting ready to get into their cars. So this is a kind of a fluid situation out here, and we are going to stay on top of it. I want to send it back to you for right now, but as soon as they start getting in their cars and they get underway, we're going to come back out here and bring this to you live. Veronica?
Dan, excuse me, Scott, you were pointing out there that it's the Colma Police Department, and you said he started there, but we also have to mention that Officer Alvarado came from a large law enforcement family. We're hearing that his brother is also a police officer with the Salinas Police Department. His mother also works in law enforcement. So things coming together here for this family who has a large contribution to our community. And we're seeing that outpour of support today. We heard from city leaders, we heard from the police chief today telling us just what a bright future this young man had.
Right, and you know, Veronica, not only was it law enforcement, he served our country. 2011, he was deployed to Afghanistan. He was an Army vet with the 101st Airborne Division, 5-year police vet, obviously, with Salinas PD as well. So it wasn't just law enforcement. He also served our country back in 2011, too. He leaves behind a fiancée and, like you said, a brother in the Salinas Police Department. And I'm talking to a lot of officers out here, a lot of deputies out here. I just spoke with the DA out here. Their hearts are heavy this evening, and it's been a long 3 days for the law enforcement community in Salinas. But one of the things that everyone says out here is they're just so glad for the community's support, that outpouring of support that they are getting from the community right now, Veronica.
Yeah, and I think to friends and family members, he was known as JD. That's what we're hearing, and he seems to be someone
JD,
who is
that's what they're saying.
Dedicated here, dedicated to his community, serving 2 police departments, seem to really be committed here with a family just both in law enforcement, and I think they're going to get started any minute now, but they do have a large presence over at the Salinas Police Department. We've been seeing people in the community just pouring in. Yesterday, I was there with reporter Lisa Principe, and we saw families coming by, bringing their children, dropping off flowers, and explaining to us why they say this is so important to show their support for the community. After, a year of conversations of defunding police, this is the time where the lens, the focus has really changed here, and people just pouring their support here behind this officer who paid ultimate sacrifice. But right now we want to get to the latest details that we learned today surrounding that shooting that happened on Friday night. For that, we're going to go to KION Phil Aldridge, who's in studio with us.
Yeah, Veronica, according to the Salinas Police Department, Officer Alvarado was conducting a traffic stop at Market Street and Griffin Street in Salinas around 10:41 on Friday night. Salinas PD says Officer Alvarado was immediately confronted by the suspect, who fired a gun at him. In spite of being critically injured, Alvarado managed to return fire, and Salinas PD says his heroic actions directly led to the arrest of the suspect, 31-year-old Gustavo Morales. Alvarado is the first Salinas police officer to be killed in the line of duty in nearly 80 years. Officer Alvarado is only 30 years old, a 5-year veteran of law enforcement. Now, Salinas Valley Memorial Hospital has confirmed that a patient caused a, quote, serious security concern showed up early Saturday morning. The hospital went on lockdown for 3 hours. We're working to confirm if that patient was, in fact, the suspect in the shooting of Officer Alvarado. Veronica.
Thank you, Phil. Yeah, more details on that situation hopefully coming soon from the police department.